As both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago, we are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, Stafford flushed out right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
This is Smith with a grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll run with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Play action. Stafford on the move to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford steps away to his left. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. A big third down play there for the Jags.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Lutz good on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Sutton reeling it in on the left side.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. From the 50, it's Stafford. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Stafford on first down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. He completes this to Sutton. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Here's Stafford. It's caught by Aguilar. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in the 2nd week of the regular season. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Stafford now to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Wilson now to throw on third down. He's got his tight end, Burton. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it.
And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Oh, wide open, complete.
If you were me, you do this too.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jonnu Smith, 79 yards.
And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Now Stafford will come up, trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
CeeDee Lamb,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack And they fail on the try for 2. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Rolling to his left. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
This time they stay on the ground, and this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going up top. This is intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And it's a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Brian Poole, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Meanwhile, this one knocked out in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Wilson.
Got an open man at Schwartz.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Four yards remain for second down.
To throw is Wilson.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
Touchdown!
CeeDee Lamb.
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw there taken in by Smith.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
His throw caught right around the 6.
Well, the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll run with Etienne.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's Take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Now a play fake it at Stafford. To the right side and complete to Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And Thomas has it. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward, pushes him over. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Forced out to his left.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Stafford now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford drops it off for Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a
touchdown Broncos. Jonnu Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They go play action now. Wilson.
They'll check this down to Johnson.
Touchdown, Jaguars! David Johnson from 8 yards out, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all out.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
On a return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. They set up the screen to Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunity.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he will be out of bounds with a first down as they will have a 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Wilson wants to throw it. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Wilson. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Play action, Stafford. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Stafford.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To try again after the sack. Hill. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Hill now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They snap it to Stafford. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll